Hi, hello, how are you? It's me, Ian. Today I am going to be filming a Booktube Newbie slash new to Booktube tag. I decided I needed to start this off somehow. So yeah. So the first question from the tag is, why did you start this channel? Um, to be quite honest, I don't know. Um, I just like talking about books. I tried to do a blog. I can't do that. Even though I'm a writer, I suck at it. Um, Bookstagram is not really for me. I'm not good at taking photos, and I am not good at social media on Instagram. I don't know what it is. It's like a block. But yeah, I really just want a place to talk about books, specifically books that I like, sometimes books that I don't like. We're gonna have a few rant videos, I'm sure. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, I just want to talk about books. That's about it, really. I don't know. The next question is, what are some fun and unique things that you can bring to BookTube? So, nothing, if we're being honest. I feel like most everything that can be done with BookTube has been done. Tube has been done. Um, like I said, I'm just here to talk about books. I want to. One thing I do want to do is I want to call out some books that I know that are very much loved on this platform, even though they don't really deserve it. Um, I'm sure I know I love some books that do not deserve it because they have some problematic tendencies, but I still want to call some others out too. But yeah, I just feel like everything that has been done has already been done, or you know what I'm trying to say. I've already said it once. I'm not going to try to say it again. I can't speak at all, so that's going to be a lot of fun while filming these videos. But yeah, I'm not original whatsoever. So if you want that, you better off going somewhere else. I'm sorry. The next question is, what are you most excited about in the booktube community or something like that? But I obviously talking about books, like I've said for the past two questions, but I would also like to make more friends in the book community. So I mean, like, I already have a lot of friends who do like reading books, and I talk to them sometimes about it, but I always want more friends. I love talking to people. So yeah, I really would just like more people to talk about books with. The next question, I don't know what that was. I'm so sorry. The next question is, why do I love reading? Well, as my academic advisor told me, I love to do it because I love escapism and I don't want to cope or like actually deal with my problems. So I guess that's it. Um, that's what she told me. But I also just really like, I mean, that's a big reason, but that, that is a big reason. Wow. Hmm. That's interesting. Um, Sorry, but yeah, I also just really enjoy reading. I also write, uh, but I just really like reading. I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm not good with words. I'm sorry. Uh, I just really like reading about new worlds. That's why fantasy is my favorite. Politics. The next question is, what book slash series got me into reading? I would probably have to say the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. You know, uh, bless up to him. Yeah, I loved Greek mythology as a kid, and that book just like ignited that obsession for me. Um, I mean, I read Harry Potter, but it didn't really it didn't impact me as much as Percy Jackson did. I also read this Spiderwick Chronicles by Holly Black and someone else, but you know, Holly Black, Queen. Yeah, that also got me into reading. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Percy Jackson and the Olympians by Rick Riordan, because I love that series so much and I'm gonna reread it this summer. The next question on this tag is, if I could ask any questions to my favorite booktubers, what would I ask? Let's be honest. It would be more technical stuff, like what kind of camera do you use? What editing software do you use? Because I know what editing software I'm going to use, and I just want to know the differences and stuff like that, and like what they prefer and other things. But I mean, like, other than that, I don't want to say I don't care, because that's mean, but like, I don't know. I'm not that curious about a lot. The next question is, what do you think will be the biggest challenge of doing BookTube? Sorry, I have allergies because I live in the South and I was cursed. I think the biggest challenge will be finding motivation to actually film and edit videos. Sorry if that's brutally honest, but I mean, I know a lot of people struggle with that. I mean, I know it's going to be something I struggle with. I have trouble finding motivation to even read some days. So, yeah. But I think if I can stick to like being true to myself by like actually showing my personality instead of like hiding behind a smile, and if I can like actually, I don't want to say like actually get people subscribing to me, but I mean, like, that is a big issue with it. I mean, if you don't have subscribers, it kind of sucks, because it's kind of like, oh, I'm just talking to a camera and it's not really reaching anybody. But yeah, so those are my two biggest things that I think will be my issues per se. So yeah, but I think there's something that they are both something that can be like easily fixed. Hopefully. We'll see. Who knows? The next question is, when did you start reading? I don't remember. I do remember one time, it was a very cute and endearing moment, if I do say so myself. I was featured in my town's newspaper, and they asked me like about literacy and stuff like that, and I told them that my favorite thing to do was to read about 10 books a day about sea animals. So I want to say that was when I first started reading, and that was probably in 2nd grade. Yeah. I know I didn't read at least 10 books a day about sea animals, but that sure is in the newspaper. Yeah, I guess then. But I guess when I really started taking like reading as a serious hobby and something that like I love to do and like my passion, would probably be, I would have to say, sophomore year of high school, which was 6 years ago now. That's weird. Yeah, 6 years ago was when I first like actually started reading YA and stuff like that. So yeah. Next one is, where do I like to read? Okay, so here's the thing. I am a college student, so I go back and forth between my hometown and like where I go to school. So when I am here in my hometown, which is where I am for the summer and where most of my videos for right now will be filmed, I just read in the living room or in my room. I don't like here's the thing. I don't like to read in bed because I get very sleepy and I will fall asleep very fast. But sometimes I don't want to read in the living room because I like privacy too. So it's complicated. But when I'm at my apartment for college, I will just read in the living room on the couch because I don't have to deal with anybody coming to interrupt me. I'll also read on the bus going to school, and then like at the library in between classes and stuff like that. So I will read just about anywhere, to be honest, as long as I can like get a little bit of privacy and like not be bothered while I'm reading, then I will be okay. I don't like people bothering me. The last question on this tag is, what kind of books do I like to read? Okay, so my all-time favorite genre is high fantasy. I will always go home to that. That is my comfort zone. I love reading high fantasy, especially fantasy with political intrigue. That is some good shit right there. But I also I love historical fantasy. I love history. What else do I like? Sci-fi sometimes. Here's another thing. I think I like to admit that I like sci-fi more than I do. Because I love the Illuminae series. I have not finished Obsidio yet. I know. I love that series. I love Lifelike by Jay Kristoff. But I can't get into sci-fi that easily. It's hard for me. I don't know what it is. I think it's because like it's so close to high fantasy, but it's like it doesn't have the elements of high fantasy that I enjoy. So yeah, it's hard for me to read sci-fi, but I do still like it. I also like mysteries sometimes, and contemporaries. I've started to read a lot more contemporaries, and if you want to know what my favorite one is, my shirt gives you a hint. It's not out yet, but I got an arc of it, and I love it. It's Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. If you haven't read it yet because you didn't get an arc, please read it when it comes out on May 14th. Please. I love that book so much. So yeah, favorite will always be fantasy. I will never not love fantasy. Okay, that about wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching my Booktube Newbie / new to Booktube tag. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys when I make another video at some point in this future.